Hi everyone, it's Eric and welcome to my review of the Spigen Slim Armor Case for the Nexus 6. Now this particular version is the metal slate colour and it does come in a variety of different colours as well. So let's crack this box open and take a look at the case. So it's very easy to get inside the box. And here's the case itself. Now I have had this out for testing, just so I can give you guys my opinions. Inside you've got this nice little padding that goes on here, and this is where the phone's going to go inside. So take your Nexus 6 and just pop it into the case. Now we're going to put in the bottom first, and then you can just push it into the sides, as you saw right there. Very easy in, and it's also very easy out. I'll show you how I take it out later. So how does it feel in the hand? First impressions when I took this out, I was like, this is amazing. Normally you always like the feel of the phone, and the Nexus 6 is a bit slippery as well, but this, as soon as you have it, you feel like the phone is like sitting in your hands. It is not going to go anywhere. It is a very, very nice textured feel on the case, and it feels so super grippy. So first impressions of this was absolutely fantastic. It doesn't seem to add much sort of thickness to it either, so that is great right there. Let's give you a very, very quick tour around the case. The other sides over here, you've got absolutely nothing. At the bottom over here, you've got a nice cutout for the micro USB port. On this side, you've got a little slim armor, bit of branding over there, volume up and down, power on-off button over there. On the top, you've got another cutout for the 3.5mm headphone jack, and on this side, you've got a cutout for the 13-megapixel camera and a nice cutout for the Motorola dimple. I'm very, very glad to see that there. And over here, we've got a little kickstand, which I'll show you in use in a minute. And over here, we've got another cutout for the secondary microphone. And here's the buttons I'm going to give you a quick look at. They are very, very easy to press, and I'm going to tell you actually, they're actually much easier to press with the case on than they are with the case off. So they don't require any additional pressure to actually sort of like use them, so that is great. Normally when cases do that, you have to apply extra pressure and it's not nice at all. So the feel in hand on this case is absolutely fantastic. Now I'm going to talk about the pros, but let's first talk about the cons of this case, and there really are only two. There are other very small nitpicks, but they're not the main thing. Let's talk about the main sort of like problems of this case. So the least bad point is the flimsy stand. So this stand comes out, and I gotta say, I really do like the idea behind the stand, but as you can see, it's a bit difficult to take out. But it is a very, very little flimsy piece of plastic, and I don't feel like it's going to stand the test of time at all. The problem is, if you want to increase and decrease the volume whilst the stand is on, I highly suggest that you do not do this. Press down on the case, because I really don't think this stand is going to last if you do that. So the best thing to do is to literally lift it up a little, just a little bit off the ground, and then press it with these two fingers. Apart from that, really, don't apply pressure on the case whilst the stand is out. Otherwise, this will most likely just break off. I really would not rely on this little stand. It really doesn't feel very durable. And my last and final complaint is these buttons over here. Now this can be a deal breaker to some. As many of you know, the Nexus 6 has got a regular volume rocker button, but a textured power button, so you really know what your thumb is going on, so you won't accidentally press the power button like you do with many other smartphones out there. This case, however, the entire left profile over here feels exactly the same. So even though the buttons here look different from the rest of the case, they feel identical, like there's hardly any difference at all. And what happens with me whenever I keep doing that is every single time I'm trying to reach for the volume up and down button when, say, I'm watching a video, I constantly press the power button. I mean, it's just so close to the volume rocker that you just easily miss this little line, and you assume that you're just pressing the volume buttons when really you're not. And I've kept this case for about a week. I thought I'd test it for a few extra days and see if I get used to it, but even a week into testing, I still keep pressing that, mistaking it for the volume up and down. That is a big problem. Now, the Nexus 6, like I said, is designed, it's got a textured power button. Now, I really wish Spigen sort of like gave us a textured power button on through their case right over here. If they did that, it would seem like this case was specifically designed and tailor-made for the Nexus 6, but instead it feels like it was just a template, meaning that they have like 100 other of these cases knocking around for other smartphones, and they just decided to make one for the Nexus 6. A lot of case manufacturers do this, so it's not just Spigen, but if Spigen did take each phone into consideration, like the Nexus 6's textured power button, people will look at Spigen in a completely different light. They would be like a unique case manufacturer that really takes every smartphone into consideration with its unique differences and its design aesthetics. So that's just a little tip that's my advice to Spigen to do to really separate yourself from the rest of the crowd of case manufacturers. But yes, that is one main problem for me, and it's quite a major one as well. Apart from that, there's no other downsides really to this case. Now let's move on to the pros. The feel in hand, this is super grippy. The Nexus 6 is a bit of a slippery phone, but really when I'm taking this out and about, I don't feel like I'm going to drop it at all, and if I do, I feel like this will definitely protect my phone, as it does feel like it's got a nice bit of thickness in there to protect the phone. However, it doesn't feel too thick to put in your pocket. When I've been in all kind of scenarios, at work, sitting at the desk, or walking about, or bending down to put on my shoes, really this has not been getting in my way, and that's quite surprising. I thought this would add quite an extra bit of thickness to the phone, and I thought it'd bother me, but it really isn't. In fact, I'm actually preferring the feel of this case, as this feels much more grippy. The stand, even though it's a bit tricky to get out, I've got to say, is for me, when I just want to watch media while, say, having my breakfast or something, it works wonders. It really does. It's like sits at a really wonderful angle. I couldn't make this angle any more perfect if I tried. It sits at a perfect angle for you to sit down and just view content on it. So the stand is an absolutely wonderful feature, although I do wish it was just a bit more durable. And the side buttons, even though there's no texture to them, they are very easy to press. There is no additional pressure required to activate them. The dimple cutout on the back is a really nice design choice. And also, as I said, this case is not noticeable when it's in your pocket. And another great thing is I've got a glass screen protector on this phone right here, and this case does not sort of like lift it at all or anything, which is absolutely great. It's very bad if a case actually lifts your screen protector. That's like actually a deal breaker for many, as you don't want to like invest in a screen protector, a glass screen protector especially, and then have the case that you also invest in sort of like lift the screen protector up. So it's great that doesn't happen. This case really, to me, I really have thoroughly enjoyed it, and as I said, the phone is easy to go in, and it's also easy to go out. You just have to go through one of the corners right here, and then just, as you can see right here, just take that corner off, and there you go, the phone slides out. And yeah, as you can see, really nice design, and I really am very confident to put my Nexus 6 inside this case, and I really do thoroughly enjoy it. So, thanks guys very much for watching my review of the Slim Armor case from Spigen for the Nexus 6. Please stay tuned for my future videos, as I've got plenty more coverage of the Nexus 6 coming. And plus, I'm also going to try getting more of Spigen's cases for the Nexus 6. For some people, they might find this case a bit too thick for their liking, and I totally would understand that. So Spigen do offer some thinner cases that are not as thick as this one. They do offer less protection, which is the only sort of like sacrifice you have to make. But I'm pretty certain you'll all know that when going in to buy one of these cases. So I'm going to try reviewing the rest of the cases from that Spigen have for the Nexus 6. And I really hope you enjoy the coverage videos of those. I can't guarantee that yet, but I'm going to definitely try and get more of them into review. So thanks very much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, as it really does help. Please follow me on my social networks. You can find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Google+. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see all of you next time. Take care.